Well, I'll be honest with you, if I had to pick one, it'd be a mouth call because they're so versatile. They can do so many things with it. But I take more than that. I take a friction call with me. This is a crystal call here. And if you'll see, I've got a little attachment to it. A crystal call takes a lot of tension, you might say. In other words, you need to scuff it up every now and then. And I'm always making a big movement looking for that if I'm working a turkey. And that's the reason I got it here, because I don't want to make a lot of big movement. But I take this call and a mouth call for sure. But let me tell you something. There's lots of turkey calls that's good. I take a tube call. It's a time of the season, whatever first of all, I like to know what transition these turkeys are in. First of the season, our season in Kentucky this year comes in the 17th day of April. That's pretty late for Western Kentucky. Eastern Kentucky might be just a little different, but it's a little late here. These turkeys be fired up, and they'll be very vocal. You can get by with lots of calling. That first week maybe. As the season progresses, and with these hens begin to lay their eggs and start setting, they'll set on them eggs for 28 days before they hatch. When they do that, they don't hear a lot of calling, and that's going to be the end of April and your May season. Our season will go out. I think the first 10 days of May.
It's May 9th this year.
Yeah, but anyway, that's when you need to tone your calling down a lot at the end of the season. So what I do, I take a lot of different calls. This is a call right here I use a lot. And my partner, David Hale, he really likes it. But this is a very easy call to use. And I see people that use it wrong, they want to pull on it. There ain't nothing wrong with that. But to use that call correctly, I say put it in, if you right-handed, put it in your left hand, just turn it over, and you go. Just a little soft yip. Now you can get a lot louder with it. But that's a little turkey hen. That's that little boot, boot, boot. And they come in different things. We've made thousands of these things. And that's a real good call for a beginner and a veteran caller. I'm telling you, that call, it goes with me a lot of time. When I want to make that little soft hen, can't sound, that's one of the calls I use. But another call that I use a lot of, and I use it and I get loud with it, is a tube call. And you can give a great cutting sound with a tube call. Like the turkeys making that early in the morning. A lot of times they might be flying down and making, how loud they get. Mm-hmm. But that's a call. Now all these calls, require some practice. If you notice, I put it in something because if you don't, you'll mess the latex up walking through the woods and everything. So I put in a little medicine thing there and keep it. But the tube call is a great call. And that was the first call that I came out with when I went in business. And I still use it. It still's got its place. But I'd say I use a mouth call more than anything. I like different type mouth calls too. I want one, first of all, I want something I can get extremely low and quiet with. I think a lot of turkey hunters at times get just a little too loud. But you want to imitate that turkey hen, making that little soft yip. And a mouth diaphragm is very, very good when you got a turkey coming in, you can't move with your friction call or something. Maybe you got your gun up like this, and you can take that call. and you don't have to move anything. And just a little soft call like that turkey can hear so much better than you can. He can pinpoint you a long way doing that. And of course you can get a little rasp in it. And a lot of times I'll get a lot louder. If I want to take a call and maybe get louder and cut or something, I take a call just with a little thicker diaphragm or something. Like, and I usually take a couple of diaphragms like that that's got different thickness latex in it, and get a little louder, a little more aggressive, and one that I can get extremely soft with. I guess the old box turkey call is called up about as many turkeys as anything. And I've got 2 or 3 here, just old box calls here, and but it's very easy. I like them a lot of times high pitched sounds too. I'm gonna hunt New Mexico this year, and that's the Marion turkey, and he's a high pitched. He'll have a little high pitched sound.
Yeah.
And I'll hunt, and I'm probably use a box call some, but or a mouth call, but probably one of my favorite calls too to use now will be a glass call. This is a crystal, and it's real hard, and this is a call that we manufactured that I really, really like, because I can get extremely low, I can get loud and cut and do a lot of things with it, and this is a call that I'd recommend for somebody that just wants to pick one call out. This call right here, it'll call any turkey up it is. And a lot of times I'll start off a little, get a little raspier. But that's a good little call. Another call, I'll use a slate call a lot. A slate call is a great call. I'll use this call. I think a slate is more forgiving probably than any of the friction type calls, and it's probably been used more than all of them, because slate was one of the first things that came out over the Slate-Tech or the glass or the aluminum. So I use this call a lot of times making a fighting sound. A lot of times them old turkeys hung up out there, won't gobble, you can't get them to do anything. I can take and give a fighting sound like this right here. But anyway, I use that a lot too. I always take something that I can give a good fighting sound with. The old fighting purr we had, I'd still take them things, and they still, turkey will come to you. I mean, he just can't stand that fight. He's got to be around it. They have to sell that score about every day.